They're in the restart zone. They're green in Iowa. Like Shane Lee and Elliott Sadler like that high line that Brendan talked about, and just as we saw in Junedale, utilizing all 3 lanes at the very start of the race.
Yeah, that's what's so great about the start and these restarts that we'll see. And one driver that jumped out at me, Justin Allgaier, wasted no time in making it 3 wide with a teammate in Tyler Reddick there to take over that spot right on the very bottom of the racetrack.
How awesome was that, DJ? Lap 1, turn 1. They spread out 3 wide. That's what I was talking about. It didn't take real long. And Daniel Hemrick was doing it. Saw Shane Lee and Elliott Sadler. And they're still up there. Justin Allgaier running that 3rd seam. Full 3rd seam already.
The way this track was designed, the banking is smaller at the bottom, greater at the top. You can get some speed on that high line if your car's set up right.
You know, I talked to Danny Stockman right before the race, and this is where chemistry becomes a big thing. Danny Stockman, he was thinking it was way too loose. He wanted to tighten it up. Daniel Hemrick, he likes to drive it loose. He wanted to keep it a little looser than tight. So we'll see right now. I think Danny Stockman's winning the argument that they need to tighten that South Point Chevrolet up.
Here comes John Hunter Nemechek. He wants 8th from Hemrick. How about this, DJ?
Yeah, you watch right here. Brandon Jones gets right up on his bumper, but you can see a little bit on the seam there with Hemrick, and that only accentuates that problem that he's having of being loose. And I'll say that he might need to listen to his crew chief. He has a lot of experience. And on a short track, I know you want to keep your car turning in the center of the corner, but Hemrick's a good enough short track racer. He knows that you've got to be able to get in the gas and stand in the gas and carry that momentum and speed down the straightaway.
5 to go in stage 1, and the caution is out. This will be interesting. That's Vinnie Miller in the 0-1. And he is around.
Might have been, it might have been a little contact. There was a little contact. We talk about this racing all over the track, and you can see there were 4 cars right there and a little contact.
Looks like a red car.
Yeah.
It might have been the 15 of Brandon Hightower, I think. And we saw smoke out of the 40 of Chad Fincham under this caution, and now there's a fire underneath it. Yeah, Chad, good move. Get out of that race car. Don't know what the smoke was for at that time, but as soon as he woed it down, Dale, it's erupted. Safety crews quickly over. The 00 of Cole Custer will roll to the green and white checker, signifying the end of stage 1 at the Iowa Speedway. Big news for him. First playoff points to the first stage points, first stage win of the year, and that'll be a playoff point. Custer will be the control car, that white car on the inside. He's supposed to fire off first in the restart zone. He does it, and he has the advantage crossing the stripe. And here comes Elliott.
How about Allgaier making it 3 wide
again? Cindric in the middle, Bell to the high side. They get it done.
On the bottom for Justin. He loves that high side. Look at him go, DJ, on the bottom, making it work.
John Hunter Nemechek coming by on the top as well, the white 42.
And Sadler took the lead.
And by the way, Sadler took the lead. What a great start by the 1 of Sadler.
Yep, so right now we know there's no preferred lane to start in, at least for these 2 drivers.
They're thinking about it now, aren't they? Here goes Custer back down to the inside.
Oh, this is so great. Look, Justin Allgaier, this is only laps he's run on the bottom of the racetrack the entire time, but that's what's so great about this track. And if you're going to be a factor in this, we heard Christopher Bell talking about he can't make his car go where he needs to make passes. That's why they needed to make an adjustment. Justin Allgaier understands that, being a former winner here, that you have to be able to move around and go anywhere on this track.
Back up front, Cole Custer continues to lead in the 00. Talked about the importance of points, Dale, and as they run right now, let's see where things stand.
Yeah, this is going to be a battle right to the end, and these drivers accumulating whatever they possibly can. You know, we talk about stage points, playoff points. All of these things really matter. So, yeah, that's what's so great about the system I think that we have in place right now, that each one of these segments and every part of the race really makes a difference and could mean the difference as you get into the playoffs is whether you move forward.
And in the Xfinity Series, only 12 drivers move into the 7-race playoff. And Parker, that puts the 4 of Ross Chastain on the bubble right now as they run.
Right, Dave, and as he came in here, there's only 36 points that separate himself, Michael Annett, and Ryan Sieg. But Ryan Sieg had a rear suspension issue. They're actually in the garage, so he's gained a lot of him. He's running ahead of Michael Annett right now in the 15th position. This is a great run for that Ford car. He's told me multiple times, we maybe shouldn't be in the playoffs of our funding level, but when we have good runs, we know we can get there. We see a battle for the lead right now as they're going through traffic.
It's happening, and we've talked about the pick before, Parker. Just a little bit of slowdown from the 52 of David Starr, and that's going to give Bell his opportunity.
That is so frustrating, guys, when you're the leader and you feel like you should be given a little more. The 52 gave just enough, but that gave the 20 the opportunity, and he's still chomping at it, trying to get below him.
Yeah, Custer fought back well, didn't he, DJ?
Yeah, he really did. He didn't lose his cool there. He could have got a little upset. But, everybody's racing. When you have a racetrack where you have this many grooves, you have opportunities to go. So as long as a lap car holds its line, then there's really nothing that you can say as a driver. But Cole caught him at the wrong spot. He got beside him in the center of the corner, which means he did clear him by the exit of the corner, and that allowed Christopher Bell in the 20 just to close back up.
Getting around the 0 car of Garrett Smithley. That puts him 1 lap down. Smithley in the free pass position will try to hang on to those leaders. 8 to go in the stage. He could get it done, but here come the leaders on more traffic. And Custer, he caught him at the wrong time again, DJ.
Yeah, he tried to get a run, really turned the car down. Did a really good job there. I thought maybe he was going to get slowed down too much in the center of the corner. But he's doing everything right in traffic, knowing where his real speed is, and that's the exit of the corner.
DJ, I used to always laugh and say, those guys need to get out of the way. They're racing themselves. They're trying to stay on the lead lap. They're doing their thing. You remember, you'll get in the driver's meeting and somebody will say, tell them to get out of the preferred lane. I like what you said, DJ. This track has 4 and 5 lanes on it. Hold your lane and let me work my way by it. It may be the lane I'm not happy with. I may be unhappy in the driver's seat, but it doesn't matter. They're not just supposed to get out of my way and act like I'm not there.
Most drivers don't seem to care about the other driver's happiness, do they, Dale?
Imagine that, yeah. I really like what I'm seeing with Cole Custer right here. He's doing a nice job of navigating this. He's got a lot of laps on the tires. He's run extremely hard. He ran hard trying to pass Elliott Sadler. He's really run hard here to try and hold Christopher Bell back here. Bell seeing an opportunity right here once again.
Coming up to the 26 car of Max Tullman. Trying to put him a lap down, and there it is. Bell to the inside, done. Coming to 4 to go in the
Cole
stage.
Custer's own fault. That right there, that Dave, was Cole Custer's 100% fault. He knew he was in that lane. He didn't set it up himself. He let himself get a pick set on. I'm going to say that as a driver, you got to be more proactive on that. Just like we talked, he's not going to get out of your way. You let that pick be set.
Yeah, that was a time that he'll probably look back on and say, okay, I could have gone to the very bottom of the racetrack right there and probably made that pass and not given up the outside to Christopher Bell. But that's just something that you have to learn.
Christopher Bell has the most stage points on the season so far, most playoff points, I should say. And if he can hang on for another 3 laps, he'll get another one. An opportunity lost for Cole Custer. Just got his first playoff point of the season, winning stage 1. Looked like he was on his way, but this is not an easy business.
No, but Dave, that was a perfect example of what you brought up about the different opportunities and ways that you might make passes here and the opportunities that might present themselves. And that was with slower cars with a pick happening right there. And Christopher Bell did a great job of applying pressure, keeping that pressure on until the right situation applied itself, and then he was able to make the pass.
And Brendan brought up a similar point when I asked him what he might be searching for at this point when we were looking at a gaggle of cars. He said, I'm searching for the guy to make a mistake. And that's just what Cole did, according to what we saw here. And, of course, Cole's been trying to get back to his back bumper since then. He's mad at himself.
So we've known Bell's been really fast back there. It's that what he was having was just a hard time making those passes.
Coming to the green and white checkers for Christopher Bell. 4th stage win of 2018 and a battle for a stage point, 4th and 5th. Looks like Jones may have just clipped Cindric at the line. 9 to go, this time by. Pace car pulls down off the racetrack. Christopher Bell in the 20 will be the control car. Can Cole Custer get a good restart? Bumped in the back by Jones. Bell has the advantage going into turn 1.
Here comes Allgaier once again on a restart, making things happen.
Charging through is the 7 of Allgaier on the bottom. He'll get 4th, maybe 3rd.
Brandon Jones has never won. What's he willing to do here?
The yellow 19, never victorious in the Xfinity Series. 8 to go, this time by.
He's there.
Teammates, similar equipment. Jones hungry. Bell going for 3 in a row.
Trying to squeeze him down a little bit right here.
Joe Gibbs racing 1, 2, 3, and Benjamin gets into the 19 of Jones. And now here comes Allgaier to the high side, and John Hunter Neem's having the picture, and the 0-0 of Custer up in the wall. And the caution comes out. And that's for the 0 of Garrett Smithley. Action everywhere on the Iowa Speedway. And Smithley ultimately brings out the caution with 7 to go.
Wow.
Man.
Intense right there.
Getting into the restart zone at Iowa. Here they go. Down to the inside. Kyle Benjamin looks low in the white 18, making a bid for the win. But Allgaier on the high side. Justin Allgaier off of turn 2. The 7 car to the front. And they did not make
Justin
it around.
would do it. I told you, DJ, watch out for Justin Allgaier. He will jump out there and do it.
He absolutely did, Brendan. And that is a disappointing end of the day for the first ride in the 26 for Max Tullman. And that will keep us in overtime. Hey, DJ, guess what? Lights are off on the pace car.
Uh-oh.
That means we're ready to go overtime again. Yeah, if you live here in Iowa, this is my speedway, but fans have embraced this 7/8 mile high bank short track like you wouldn't believe. Part of the reason is the great racing they've seen, even down to the overtime finishes. Justin Allgaier is the control car in the red 7. To his inside, Brandon Jones has never won before. Directly behind Allgaier, Kyle Benjamin. Oh, now see, Allgaier's going to take the top spot, so he's going to start on the outside. Dale, what do you think?
It's going to be tough. He's going to be hard to beat right here.
He will see the green flag. It goes, and this is overtime. Allgaier gets free. They're still 3 and 4 wide behind him. Jones gets a little slippery. Here comes Christopher Bell.
Boy, got into the back of Allgaier right there. He's going to try to go to the bottom.
Bell to the inside. Can he make the pass complete? Slides up the track. Allgaier's going to hold the spot there side by side, coming to the final lap. White flag. Bell has the advantage now. Allgaier loses grip. Christopher Bell's the lead down the backstretch. Christopher Bell through turns 3 and 4. Here comes Justin Allgaier. Oh, spinning behind, but they're coming to the checkers. Christopher Bell will win 3 in a row. The first driver to do so as a regular in the Xfinity Series since Dale Jr. back in 1999. What a finish.
We're here in victory lane with Christopher Bell. He's going to be getting out here soon. 3 in a row in the Xfinity Series for Christopher Bell. There's the splashes of water, the confetti. Let's find out about that final restart. A hug from the girlfriend. A little kiss too. Chris, take me through that final restart and getting by the 7 Justin Allgaier.
When it's your day, Parker. I'll take him any way I can get him, man. And you know, our Rude Camry was really, really good, and just thankful that we were able to get Rude in victory lane. This is their first win. All these Camrys are made in Georgetown, Kentucky, here in the United States, so it's special to win for these guys. But I'll tell you what, that long run there early in the race, the 00 was able to kind of get out on me, and we were really equal, but I thought he might have been a little bit better, and then my crew chief Jason just kept making the car better and better and better, and just praying for no yellow there on that long green flag run. And when it came, just came time to execute on restarts and let one get away on me, but this thing was so good I was able to come from the second row and get there.
And you're the first Xfinity Series regular to win 3 in a row since 1999 when Dale Jr. last did. What does that mean to you?
It's pretty cool, man. I'm just kind of speechless. You know, these races are really hard to win, and growing up sprint car racing and midget racing, you don't have pit stops, you don't have long races like this, and it's been really difficult for me to wrap my head around how to run these long distance races. And thankfully, with the great people behind me like Jason and our spotter Tony Hirschman wasn't here with us, but I had another great spotter, Al, on top of the roof today. So those guys take good care of me and make sure I keep my head on for all 250.
Do you feel like that pass on Justin Allgaier was totally clean, fair?
I mean, I haven't seen it, so I don't know, but spotter was yelling clear, and if I'm clear, then it was clean.
If he's clear, then it's clean, guys. I agree with him a little bit.